Hey, Steven. What are you working on?
Well, actually, I'm trying to pull the interfaces that I built this week into Unreal, which is why I'm in here using my nicer game development computer. So, actually, I guess I can show my process for pushing out what I've been working on, because I'm about to do a push. So on this computer, I have, I just go ahead and run it, and you should see a kind of familiar interface. So that's this editor right here. I did a video about it yesterday, and I've been working on some of the UI all week. So that works in the browser, and it's talking to Racket in the background. And so what I want to do is put that on top of Unity. It's not Unity, Unreal. And I actually had that working, so I could show that off in just a minute. But let me go ahead and push what I have. Okay, so I just pushed out to the CodeSpells server package, which is the package that provides user interface for the game. So I'm going to now update that package over here. Update CodeSpells server, and this is all open source, so other people can use it. I haven't opened up the 3D client yet, so I can't really run it in game, but you could run it in the browser and get something to happen. So it's still all updating. Almost done, I think. Alright, so now it's finished. And so I have this very simple program that I wrote. Basically all it does is starts the CodeSpells server. So I'm going to restart that. And then over here in CodeSpells, I can press play. And you see the current 3D prototype. I can move around and everything. And then I have it bound. Let me actually make this a little bit bigger. So I have the C key bound to opening up the editor. Yeah, there it is. Actually, that's kind of cool.
Yay.
So yeah, so that's the editor. It's the same one you'd see over here. It's actually exactly the same. It's localhost 8081/editor is exactly what is getting overlaid right here. So yeah, okay, cool. It actually works exactly like it does over here, for example. And the rendering is just a little bit different, but that's to be expected. It's a different browser. So let me, yeah, I guess let me shoot for the moon and see if it actually works.
Oh, that'd be so cool.
So I did write the code that should make this expression build small, evaluate, and then call back into Unreal to actually do the building, the terrain deformation. Now I can actually press run. Actually, let me try pressing run and see what happens. Yeah, so it evaluates that code and then runs the what I showed the other day. Just a video of what would happen. That's what happens in the browser too if you run it in the browser. But obviously, what we want is for that spell to run when it lands, and so I have been working on that today. So let's see if that actually works. So now I'm gonna just use the mouse button, and oh hey, that actually did work. Wow, that's cool. I actually didn't expect it to work the first time. But
Nice
yeah.
with most things. That's great.
So now I wish I could like pop back in here and write something more interesting. I guess there's one other thing that works. So I had written build small. And I wish I had runes for small, medium, and large, but I don't have those runes yet. But I think I made build work with no arguments.
Oh,
so
okay.
This is a valid build expression and just picks a default size. Well, actually, nope. Looks like not.
Damn.
You know what? Oh, okay. How about this? It might work if I just pass in some nonsense like build faults. So it looks like it's just an arity mismatch. It's expecting there to be something there, but I don't think it actually requires it. Yeah, so that evaluates in the browser. Let's see what happens if it runs here. Oh yeah,
Yay.
Slightly smaller sphere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, cool.
Nice.
Seems to be working.
What's your goal for the rest of the day?
Well, I need to actually write the blog post for today. Sort of do my own video of what you just filmed, but then also the UI could use some work. Like I think I'd like it to be semi-transparent so you could still see the background
that'd be cool.
behind it.
Yep.
And then I didn't really like how the run. It's like somehow I have semi-transparent background until I press run, and then it goes away. Now it's like, oh, it looks like white like the browser. I might also hide this panel. It's nice for me to know what things are compiling to, but in the game you don't really.
That's true.
I don't want people to see the code, so I might hide that. I don't know, just a couple of small tweaks. I've gotten the main thing working, which is the I guess two-way communication, where the web server that I ran earlier provides out this user interface that displays in game, and then you press run, and that goes back to the CodeSpells server for evaluation, and then if it evaluates to some side effect, then that calls back into Unreal to do things like the actual terrain deformation. But that's the proof of concept. Like in theory, you can do all sorts of stuff. It doesn't have to be just deforming the terrain. Really, like anything you can do in Unreal, you can now do with code. Theoretically, you just need the runes. You need to write the Unreal code. Yeah.
So we're gonna have ice magic soon?
Go away.